Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a mini guide on Lux. This is going to be a little different to the Varus build that you may have seen me publish earlier this week. The mini guide is mostly going to focus on build priority, items, runes, and then some of the spell choices, and we're going to play a game of that champion following that. And in this particular video I played a game with Dienzio, who you'll probably remember as the Vainglory World Champion, and we're both pretty keen to sort of get better at Wildrift. We're not joystick MOBA natives obviously, but I am a League of Legends native, so I'm pretty keen to get much better at Wildrift. So yeah, I played a game with Dienzio and I hope you enjoy that. If you'd like to subscribe, there's a subscribe button down below the channel, and also thanks to G2A for sponsoring. But in the meantime, let's dive right into our Lux mini guide. Hey guys, doing a Lux mini guide today. So in the mini guide, what I'm really going to focus on is primarily the build path, the runes and the spells. And then we're going to just have a game. So there's a game with me and Dienzio. I was playing with Dienzio last night, quite late at night, and we got a game in together when I was playing Lux. Mid lane is not my main role, but I just kind of ended up getting it. In fact, mid lane seems to be given away a lot of the time in Wildrift right now. But let's first of all focus on the builds. So, having a look at the item build path here. I always like to start off with Luden's Echo. It's 80 ability power, 300 mana, and 10% cooldown reduction. It gives you loads of great spells that mages are after, but more importantly, at 100 Discord, which is essentially when you move and cast abilities, you build up this thing called Discord. Your next ability or empowered basic attack will deal 100 magic damage plus 10% of your AP to bonus targets and up to 3 nearby enemies. So essentially, it's a load of burst damage in the early game, and I really love this item as a first item for a lot of mages, especially if you're a poke mage like Lux. Secondly, Awakened Soul Stealer, 65 ability power, 200 max mana, and 20% cooldown reduction. 20% cooldown reduction, by the way, is absolutely nutty. The reason I like going Awakened Soul Stealer second is because if you can get takedowns, and takedowns literally means a kill or assist on a champion, you can gain up to 15% extra cooldown reduction on your ultimate, and Lux's ultimate is one of her most powerful abilities. It's cross map, and the more cooldown reduction you can get on it, the better. Following that, I like to go into Lucidity boots, so I'll go Ionian boots of Lucidity. You do not need to upgrade them to the Ionian stasis straight away, but that gives you the max cooldown reduction that you can get in the game, which is 40%. So the first 3 items will hit your 40% cooldown reduction. Then I like to go straight in for Rabadon's Death Cap, because I would have skimped out on a little bit of ability power in the build up to this, and then we want to hit them really hard with ability power. Following that, it depends on what you want. If there's magic resist on the enemy team, you may want to go for a Void Staff. Lux doesn't really work well with things like Liandry's Torment. However, she could go for something like a Rhyalize, but it's not particularly, I would say, useful because she doesn't have a lot of spammable abilities. So I wouldn't go for things like Liandry's Torment or Rhyalize Crystal Scepter. I wouldn't go for things like Lichbane because she's really not going to be basic attacking that much in the late game. No. What I would go for is either a Void Staff to give you the magic penetration, which will help increase your damage as the game goes on, or go for an Infinity Orb. The Infinity Orb will give you more ability power, it will give you a little bit of max health, but more importantly, it will give you a bit of basic magic penetration and give you the ability to crit your spells at enemies below 35% health, which is great when you're trying to snipe with Lux's ultimate. So I feel like this is just the best all-round Lux build in the game. Okay, in terms of runes, you have the options of 2 runes. You can either go Electrocute, so hitting champions with 3 separate abilities or basic attack deals bonus adaptive damage. Now, this scales pretty well, and it's obviously a very strong ability for the combo that Lux can put out. You land your Q, you land your basic attack, another basic attack is Electrocute. It's pretty easy to proc in lane. You just need to land 2 of your abilities and a basic attack. You could, however, also go Airy, which is going to give you a lot of damage on poke, but obviously you're not going to be able to use the shield as much. And so I would say that it's up to you depending on what you want to achieve in lane. Airy is not going to scale as well as Electrocute in the late game. Electrocute will give you better burst damage, and if you hit your binding, your lucent singularity, and your ultimate, those are 3 abilities, they will proc Electrocute. In terms of the domination room, it's really depending on what you want. Brutal or Gathering Storm, depending on if you think the game's going to go long. You could go Triumph, but Lux is not the kind of carry that's going to be in the fight. She wants to be at range wherever possible. The other one that I like to potentially consider is Weakness, impairing the movement of an enemy champion that makes them take more damage. So when you land your binding, this is obviously a pretty important one. However, I think just overall, in lane, Lux is a bit of a bully, and so Brutal is going to help you be a little bit more of a bully in lane. When it comes to Resolve Rune, this really just depends on what you want. I would read all of them and just see which one fits the game, but I've always just found that Spirit Walker is just generally the best all-round rune from that page. However, you may want to consider Conditioning or Backbone depending on the kind of matchup that you're going into, but overall, I just think Spirit Walker is pretty solid. And when it comes to the Inspiration Rune, usually I would say that Hunter Genius is a pretty good one, but because we got to hit max cooldown reduction anyway, I would definitely recommend Mana Flow Band in general here. And then spells, I would say that the most common setup for Lux is Heal and Flash, or Barrier and Flash, depending on what you're going into, versus like Assassins. I actually quite like Barrier because it helps prevent more damage. Heal is pretty solid if you're looking to keep your distance and be able to have your movement speed increase. You could also consider Ignite as well if you want to be more aggressive. And Ignite is definitely something that you can use to get kills in lane, and I definitely recommend giving it a go. But in the game that you're going to see me play with Dienzio in just a moment, I played Barrier. So that is Lux, her build path that I use, the runes that I use, and the spells that I use. Let's get into a game with Dienzio.
Good comms.
Hey, if it's not a Blick Crank, then I'm happy. Honestly,
We literally win this.
I just want to show the stream that I'm actually okay mechanically at this game, but I keep taking the L. Uh-huh. Do you still play VG? Not since Wildrift Open Regional came out.
You should
Trying to be as good as I can at Wildrift before it comes out, because that's the game I'm gonna make content for. Nice autos.
Okay, I don't seem to have a lane opponent, so this is going good. This is
Yeah.
going better already.
See that, Goofy? How
Yeah,
busted
see
that
that.
is? No, I'm just saying, like, that's so annoying.
Okay, well, I just forced their Lee Sin to flash, so...
Okay, that's good. Honestly, Goofy, I don't even want to fight these guys.
You don't have to.
Let that mini... Oh, nice auto.
Okay, they've got a Yasuo now.
Alright, some level 3. We can let this crash. Just let it crash.
Just let the berry go out. Run out.
Let's go. Like, literally, I just want to focus on farming. Let that crash. Don't auto these. Don't auto these.
Yasuo is still mid, okay.
Like, what is that?
Doesn't even matter. I literally heal back up.
I think you should you take... It's not, maybe not.
Ah, don't even take it at all. I could just keep healing us. Just do that.
Lee was on the bottom
Yeah,
side of
but
the
you're
jungle.
running out of energy.
Have we not got a jungler again, or do we? We do have a jungler, right?
Yeah, we do. We're good.
I accidentally didn't take my ult, but at least I still got the kill.
Goofy?
I didn't know she was level 6. No, 5.
I think I'm dead. Oh, that sucks.
I could have literally ulted them back.
Yeah.
Wait,
so
that was
sad.
so lucky. She would have literally missed if I moved more.
It's just like, that character's insane. And I don't see Ashe, so I can't snipe. Wow. Okay, well, might be screwed. But, like, that Seraphine got both those kills. That character... Like, I feel like some supports are just building CP.
Okay, then Yasuo. I should just play Lux every game. She's so broken.
Honestly, Goofy, I'm just gonna aggress.
Go for it.
Alright.
You want a bush camp right here, and then I get ult, and he'll get
No,
booted.
they're stronger than us, though. It's just Seraphine wasn't
Her
there.
ult's ult down. That's literally the only reason they won is because of her ult.
Seraphine? Used her
Yes.
ult?
Yeah, she ulted
Oh,
me. That was the only reason I died. She literally barely hit me.
Like, how does... Wow, I should have just aimed that.
I heal to heal up in 2 seconds. Oh.
Okay, my Yasuo is like into my lane really.
I'm gonna look for ult, okay? Should I ult your support as well? Or I could probably. You think if I ult Seraphine, we could kill her?
I'm coming down.
I ulted too. Dude, just threw 1 shot. Don't die for that.
This guy's dead, too.
I told you.
I'm so good. We played that really good.
Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
nice.
Hero.
Just proxying the wave.
Literally, that's literally the only reason they won that 1 fight. It was because of that. Wait, we should commit to this. Just get this shot.
Yeah, it's easy. Good rotation. Alright.
I mean,
I'm
I think I forced Yasuo to go AFK, so
out. 3 deaths? Oh my god. You really shit on him.
he's really bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, easy. Look at your chat, kid.
Shut up, kid.
Did you see the same message I saw?
Yeah. I know, I don't think I saw it in time.
I don't have my ult. Back up. You're gonna get ulted.
Yep, I got out of there.
This
I
way.
haven't.
It's just if you get listen, if you get ulted by surfing, I get ult right back, and then you will probably make it out. I could just heal you up.
Wait, Goofy, we can kill Seraphine.
Yeah, which just wait for my
Wow,
ult.
I got stunned.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I can heal you back up. I'm gonna give you a speed boost. Go.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I'm getting a phone call. Oh,
What happened?
I gotta answer this.
The superior tactic is to never give up. Ally slain. Shut down.
Oh, they surrendered.
We can do this. You are unstoppable. Enemy slain. Victory.
Easy.